You see this? This is former Capitals head coach Peter Laviolette, okay? And this right here, this is your Washington Capitals. The Washington Capitals, they beat Peter Laviolette like a goddamn drum on Saturday night. Let's get into it. What's up, Caps fans? Ooh, baby. What a glorious night it was as our Washington Capitals. No point in dancing around it, right? No point in dancing around it. They completely shit stomp Peter Laviolette and his new team, that being the New York Rangers, by a 4-0 score in Laviolette's return to Capital One Arena. Welcome home, baby. Now, first period, the Caps come out flying, okay? Flying. And they make the Rangers pay right away here. As Sonny Milano, he scores into a yawning cage after the Caps got Rangers netminder Igor Shesterkin out of position, wildly out of position actually, with some great passing. And it was an all-around phenomenal shift from every Caps player out there. First of all, right from the drop of the puck, like they're into the Rangers zone right away here, applying heavy pressure, a heavy forecheck. Love to see it, winning every single battle, snapping the puck around. And then 43 seconds in, it is John Carlson. Beautiful cross-ice pass to Martin Fehérváry, sneaking in from the point. And then Fehérváry, he follows that up with his own beautiful seam pass cross-ice again to Sonny Milano. Tic-tac-toe it goes, and it is in the back of the net, 1-0 for your Washington Capitals. Assists on that goal were by Martin Fehérváry and John Carlson. And you know what? I really loved that first goal. I really did. I really loved that whole first shift of the hockey game, in fact. And I'll tell you why. Like, there's two great things here for the Washington Capitals. First, TJ Oshie returns from what was a really scary looking injury. It caused him to miss the last several games here for the Caps, but he returns to the lineup for this game. Spencer Carberry starts him right away for the opening shift of the hockey game, and he looks no worse for wear. He gets right back to business getting right in on the forecheck right away during that opening shift. Helps create the game's first goal for the Caps. So the fact that he looks immediately good out there, and that he doesn't appear to be worried about his injury or suffering any types of ill effects from it, that is huge for the Washington Capitals. And then secondly, Spencer frickin' Carberry, man. Spencer Carberry. Oh my God, man, do I love this guy. Man, does he ever know how to push his players' buttons. And that first shift here of this very hockey game, this first shift shows that off perfectly, because who does he put out there for the opening shift of this hockey game against a division rival? By the way, it's a huge game here against the team that's currently leading your division. And who does he put out there for the opening faceoff for the first shift of the game? He puts out the line with his two most recent healthy scratches in Sonny Milano and Evgeny Kuznetsov, and the guy who's coming back from a scary injury as well in TJ Oshie. And what does that do for these guys? Like, why do I love this so much? It's because it gives these guys an opportunity right away to respond, right? It shows his players that he still has trust in them, that they are still an important and valued part of this team. And that is Spencer Carberry saying, like, hey, you know what? I trust you guys. I trust you guys to go out there and do the right things and get us off on the right foot in this absolutely massive hockey game. It says to Milano and Kuznetsov, okay, you watched the game from the press box, right? You took a seat there for a bit. You paid attention to all of the little details and all of the things that I wanted you to pay attention to. And, you've been giving me good practices, you've been listening, you've been working hard, right? So let's get right back at it here. I trust you guys to be the players that I know you were capable of being. So let's go, right? And to TJ Oshie as well, it says, okay, you know what, Osh, like, you're telling me that you feel good. right? And the doctors are telling me that you're good. So we know you're good. So let's get after it here right away. And it allows Oshie to go out there and get his legs under him right away, which is really big when you're coming back from an injury, in hockey certainly, but probably in any sports as well. I can speak to, let's see, hockey, baseball, basketball, lacrosse. I've played almost everything except for soccer. So I know that that's big. I've had injuries before. It allows you to get, like I said, your legs underneath you again right away. Get in on the forecheck right away, which is what Oshie does there. Get a big hit in right away, which is what Oshie does there, right? Feel the game, feel the body contact, feel that reassurance from your own body that you can do those things and it's not going to hurt you, right? And that, your head coach still has confidence in you as well that you can do it. So I love that opening shift so much, man. I really did. Like, not just because of the goal that we scored and not just because of the fact that it was a totally dominant shift overall, but for me, like I said, it's also the starting lineup that Coach Carberry puts out there. I just think that shows so well what type of a coach he is and what type of a person he is, frankly, as well. Overall with his players, right? Like what type of a coach he is, what type of a guy he is. And it is awesome. It really is. And it's clear that his players are responding very well to him as well. Evgeny Kuznetsov, he comes back from his healthy scratch the other night and he plays probably the best game that he has played all season, all around, in all areas of the ice, and he scores a big goal. And then Sonny Milano returns to the lineup tonight after his healthy scratch, and just 43 seconds into this game, he has scored a big goal as well. So it's awesome to see that, and it's a great sign for the Caps moving forward that their players seem to trust very much in Spencer Carberry and in what he's doing, and that they want to play for him. Okay, the other goals for the Caps all came in the second period. First, it is Anthony Mantha scoring after a power play had just expired. Evgeny Kuznetsov with the sweet fake slap shot and then pass that fooled everyone except for Anthony Mantha, thankfully, who made the nice redirection of the pass past Igor Shesterkin and into the top corner, 2-0 Caps. Assisted by, obviously, Kuznetsov, who made the, like I said, fake slap shot and then pass, and Rasmus Sandin with the second assist as well. So Sandin had kept the puck in at the point initially and then sent a nice pass over to Kuznetsov, and that left Kuzi and Mantha with quite a bit of room there to operate. So another nice play by Sandin there, but we are becoming quite accustomed to that, right? He is a great player, man. Another trade that I'm just like, what the fuck are you doing, Toronto? Then, just a few minutes after that, Tom Wilson, he snipes his 9th goal of the season already after he makes a great defensive play all the way back in his own end, stripping the puck off of Rangers defenseman Keandre Miller to break up the Rangers' offensive pressure. And then Wilson, he turns on the Jets, out skating the Rangers back check to turn what was going to probably be a 2-on-2 into a 2-on-1. And it is Wilson and Alex Ovechkin. And it goes without saying, but if you are planning on shooting it yourself when you're on a 2-on-1 with Alex frickin' Ovechkin inside of Capital One Arena, you had better be damn sure that you were going to score. And for what it's worth, Wilson totally made the right play here as the Rangers defender was totally covering Ovechkin and basically just telling Wilson, like, go ahead, man, shoot it. I'm not letting you pass it to number 8. And so shoot it, Wilson did, and it was the right play, like I said, regardless of whether it went in or not, it was the right play. But luckily, Wilson himself has a cannon of a shot, and he has got confidence in it, as you could very clearly tell, as he absolutely picks the top corner here, past one of the best goaltenders in the world, I might add, and it is 3-0 for the Washington Capitals, unassisted goal for Tom Wilson. And finally, the cherry on top, Nicolas Aube-Kubel's goal makes it 4-0 for the Washington Capitals. Nice to see the fourth line getting rewarded once again here for another strong game. They've been having a lot of those. Basically, all of their games have been strong games. That hasn't really changed ever since Nick Dowd got to town and became our fourth line center. So thankful for him that he is on this team as well. But yeah, I mean, this goal was started by Beck Malenstein beating out an icing call, first of all. Great hustle by number 47 for the Caps as per usual. So Beck Malenstein, he beats out the icing, and then he proceeds to stay on the puck after that as well, just generally wreaking havoc on the opposition, right? As Beck Malenstein does. So he continues to pressure the Rangers defense, and he forces the turnover, and whoopsie, the Rangers defense turns it right over to Aube-Kubel right in the slot, like couldn't have been in a better spot for him, and he rips it home past Shesterkin 4-0 for the Washington Capitals. And that is not a fourth liner's shot. Oh my God, what a shot by Nicolas Aube-Kubel. The Caps have got a couple of guys on that fourth line who can absolutely rip it, and Aube-Kubel and Nick Dowd as well. So great shot there. Top corner, glove side on Shesterkin once again, and it is assisted by Beck Malenstein. And Charlie Lindgren, he would ensure that 4-0 was indeed the final score here, as he stopped all 31 Rangers shots in this game for his second shutout of the season already. Man, what a performance by him. We are getting very used to saying that as well. All hail King Charles. All right, Caps fans, that is it for this one. Thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please don't forget to hit that like button down below and click on that subscribe button as well. If you're feeling especially generous, I appreciate it so much. Until next time, babes, and as always, let's go Caps.